welcome to a new edition of My Own World with Ronnie Lynn. I'm coming to you today because I want to talk to you guys about something that's near and dear to my heart. It's not a trending product today, but it is something that is relevant today. And so I wanted to speak with you guys about that. Depression is something that I've dealt with for years, and some days are better than others, some years are better than others. It just depends on what's going on. Life comes with many stressors. It could be work, it could be finances, it could be marriage, children. COVID has become a big stressor this year. The election, regardless on what side you were on, was a big stressor this year. And just a host of many other things have been around. And some people can roll with the punches, and then there are some people that can't, and they suffer from a real depression. And I just wanted to give you a few tips, some things that have helped me move on or try to get better. And I'm not a doctor by any means. These are things that I have done that have helped me deal with my depression. Um, I can only offer you what has worked for me, and hopefully it'll work for you. Um, the first thing is to just get out of bed. And I know that sounds so simple and so cliche, but when people are depressed, it is really hard to get out of bed. You would rather sleep your day away. So you figure if you sleep, you're not thinking about your problems. And so it's just hard to get out of bed. And I bid you, if you can, just try to get out of bed. That is just one major step that could help you move on. Because once you get out of bed, then you can find that there are some other things that you can do. But I don't make it all of the time. There are some times where I can't get out of bed. And so don't beat yourself up if you can't. The only thing you can do is try, right? And so don't drag yourself down deeper if something happens and you can't get up, or you just don't have the strength, or you don't have to push. It's okay. There's always tomorrow. Try again tomorrow. That is what helped me. Every morning I have just helped myself to just get up, right? So the second thing that you can do is to exercise. And I know that that is so boring. I don't like to exercise, but I found that I do like to walk. And so I start going to this park, and I like the park because the numbers are on the pavement, and so it'll let you know how far you've walked. And so I try to do a couple of miles. And I found that when I walk, I pray. And so I say whatever I want to say to God. And I know people probably looking at me like I'm crazy. I don't really care, but I have my earbuds in, so they probably think I'm singing or something like that. But I'm really talking to God, and I'm telling him about my problems, you know, asking for a solution. When is he going to show up? What is the lesson that he want me to learn and what I'm going through? I pray for all of my children, all 10 of them. I pray for all of my grandchildren, and I call them out by name. And by the time I'm finished with this walk, I feel so much better just to get some things out. And so that's one thing you can do. If you like doing any other type of exercises, that's cool. Some people like to jog, and that's awesome. I can't do it, but some other people can. But whatever you like to do, just try to exercise. They say exercise gets your blood flowing and gets the good things that you need flowing through your body to help you get better. And so if you can, just try to exercise in some type of way. It don't have to be like hours. Just try to do 30 minutes a day. I walk a couple of miles, and it may take me 45 minutes or so, but I'm moving. The next thing I would recommend that you do is, if you can get up, try to clean up something. I I find stuff around my house to do. So either I'll clean out my closet, clean out my pantry, clean out my refrigerator. I'll go into a room and I'm like, you know what? I've always wanted to change this or that. And that gives me something to think about other than what my problems are. And so that has helped me. So if you have something in your house that you've wanted to do for a while, do that. Change some stuff up, make you feel better. But cleaning something or rearranging something or decluttering something helps with depression. So I would try that. That is a very good de-stressor for me. The next thing I would tell you to do is to call someone that you enjoy talking to. And I know when they say you're depressed that you should reach out and call a friend or, and that's cool. But you don't want to call anybody because some people make you feel worse. So the person I call is my sister. I love talking to my sister. We are like the best of friends. And no matter what I say or what I do or how I'm feeling, she is so positive. I mean, the most positive person I know. And so I call her and we talk for hours every day. And some people say, well, y'all don't be on the phone talking about nothing. And we don't, but I enjoy talking to her because she's positive and we have a lot of things in common. And I just feel good talking to her. And so if you have a sibling or you have a best friend or you have, a cousin or somebody that you enjoy talking to, and it don't have to be about why you're depressed or, what your problems are. It could just be about anything. Me and my sister talk about hair and makeup and all sorts of stuff. And so it don't have to be about your depression. It could be about any other thing that just keeps your mind off of what you're going through. And so I found that talking to my sister helps me. I call her. Sometimes she don't answer, but she knows she better call me back. And she'll call me back and we just shoot the breeze. And that makes me feel a little better. The next thing I would bid you to do is to seek out a therapist. I know that is so taboo, especially in the African American community. I've had a therapist, I'll say for the last 6 or 7 years I've been with her. And I love seeing my therapist. She knows all about me. She knows the good things. She knows the bad things. And everything that I get is without judgment. She don't tell me I shouldn't feel this way because I'm a Christian. She don't try to beat me down with the Bible. I don't get any of that. I could tell her how I'm feeling. She helps me work through the feelings, whatever they are. And so I would, if you can, if you have insurance or if you have to pay out of pocket, get you a therapist. Therapists really, really, really work. Take it from me. And there's nothing wrong or you're not crazy if you need to talk to someone to sort your feelings out. Nothing wrong with it. I love my therapist. I'm not going to tell you her name, but if you inbox me, I'll tell you her name. I don't know if she's taking new clients. But anywho, just seeking out a therapist is a really good tool to help you drag yourself out of depression. The next thing I would bid you to do is if you're really, really bad off, you may want to consider taking some medication, and you will have to see a psychiatrist to do so. But if you are that bad off, you may need to consider taking some meds just to help you along the way. I remember years ago, my doctor prescribed me some medication and I was kind of sad about it. And he asked me why are you so upset about taking these meds? And I was like, well, I kind of wanted to do this on my own. And, I had all my excuses. And he asked me, if you were diabetic and I was prescribing insulin, would you take it? And I was like, yeah. He said, this is the same thing. You have an illness. And here are the meds that's going to cure the illness. And I was like, I've never thought about it that way. And so, sometimes there's stigmas with medications, but if you need it, don't look at it like you're crazy or, don't look at it in any type of way. If you have an illness, and there are meds to cure the illness or to at least help you draw yourself out of it, then take the meds, okay? Don't look at it in a negative light. The next thing I would do, or sometimes I do, if I'm in the bed or I've had a really bad day and it's just not going well, I'll put on a full face of makeup, comb my hair, call and go get my hair done in a new style or something like that, just to make myself feel better. It is proven that when you look better or when you feel like you look better, you tend to feel better. So it's a correlation between, I feel like I got some swag now, or, my makeup popping or whatever. That makes you feel better about yourself, and that can help boost your mood. And so if you're having a bad day, or you've had some bad days and you haven't been able to get out of bed, or, I remember one time I was in the bed 3 or 4 days, and then out of blue, I was just like, oh, I'm putting on some makeup. So I went in the bathroom and put all my makeup on, and I felt a little better. And so that does work for me. So if that's something that you want to do, go ahead and try that. It works for me. The next thing I would bid you to do is to just try to eat better. It is proven that a lot of foods, especially these sugary foods and just junk food in general, makes you feel like junk. That's why they call it junk food. And so if you can kind of tighten up on your diet, that would be cool. Now, I'm not asking you to throw out all your ice cream, throw out all your cookies or nothing like that, but just try to tighten up on your diet. I recently stopped eating red meat, which I do feel a lot better about that. I know that my problem is sugar, and it's going to be a little harder for me to just stop sugar altogether. And so I'm trying to do what I can where I can. I've started this new iced coffee regimen that has no sugar, since I have to have coffee in the mornings, and that's helped me also. And so don't just try to do an overhaul on what you're eating. Try to change bits by bit. Do what you can do. That's why I tell people, can't do everything, but do what you can do. The next thing I could suggest for you is to plan a trip. I know year before last, I was in a really, really dark place. And so my husband knew that I was in a dark place, and I was trying, everything I could to come out of this dark place that I was in. And so he suggested, oh, you know what, for Christmas, we're going to Disney World this year. And so the excitement of going to Disney World and buying my Mickey Mouse this and buying Mickey Mouse ears and doing all of things to plan for the trip kind of boosted my mood, because I was looking forward to going. And so I felt so much better. I was shopping for my daughter. Oh, I bought Mickey Mouse luggage. I mean, I went the whole 9. And I was so excited because we invited my sister and her family, and they met us in Florida. And so I was excited about that. And we were planning games and, what we're going to do at the hotel, and just planning that trip. Like, it seems like the trip took forever, but I was so excited about the trip that it kind of helped me, draw myself out of that funk that I was in. And so if you can plan a trip, everybody can't afford to go to Disney World, but somewhere for the weekend, or, plan something nice for you and your family. It really does help. I enjoyed my trip. It finally came, and all the excitement that built up around going on this trip, it was worth it. I shopped till I dropped. We had Mickey Mouse everything, but just going through the motions of that helped me come out of my dark place just by planning that trip. And it's something so small, but it did so much for my depression. And so if you can do that, that's another good thing that you can do. The last thing I would say is to treat yourself to something that you love. Everybody has their thing, right? And so some people like shoes, some people like purses, some people like makeup, accessories, whatever you like. I know my husband started buying shoes. Now he likes shoes from Cole Haan. That makes him feel good. I mean, he's not depressed, but you know, that makes him feel good. Um, but everybody has their thing. And so I would say treat yourself to something that you really love that makes you feel good. I wouldn't be irresponsible and, you know, just run up all your credit cards on stuff you don't need. But treat yourself to a bag sometimes. Treat yourself to a pair of shoes sometimes. Treat yourself to a nice dinner where you like to eat. Sometimes those types of things make you feel better. And there's nothing wrong with splurging on yourself. You deserve it. If you work hard, you deserve great things. And there's nothing wrong with that. And so these are my tips on dealing with depression. I hope that something, even if it's just one thing, helps you guys try to deal with it this holiday season. I know this is the season of depression. People have lost loved ones, and people have lost loved ones around this time of year. I remember when I lost my grandmother, it was around Thanksgiving. And actually, she died on a Sunday, and Thanksgiving was that Thursday. And then her funeral was that Saturday. So sometimes around Thanksgiving, I get a little down just thinking about that time. And so, you know, it happens. But, you know, think of all the good times that you had with your family members that are gone. They wouldn't want you here suffering, and I don't want you to suffer. And if you can do anything, just one thing, to just pull yourself out, do so. If you need a therapist, find you one. If meds is what's going to help you, do that. But do something that's going to help you deal with your depression. Like I said, I appreciate you guys for logging in, spending a couple of minutes with me in my own world. Depression is a part of my world, and I'm just so happy to share some tips with you. Hopefully you find something that is helpful and that can help pull you out. One thing I need you to do right now is look below, and there's a subscribe button, and I love it if you subscribe to my channel. What you'll get with me is, one, I do trending products, but I also do some type of self-help information that I have that I don't mind sharing with you. And so I really appreciate your time, and I will see you next time with the next trending product or the next tips that I can offer. And so I'm signing out now.